Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. Now, as we progress through the spring and we begin to see more venues open and the possibility to actually see some live entertainment, we just had Daniel Kays, the executive director of the Thomas Bolus Fine Arts Center in Iola, telling us about an upcoming event. And this is why we're fortunate enough to be joined this morning by Ian Carney of Lightwire Theater. Ian coming to us live from New Orleans, his home base right there. And if the name rings a bell, or if Lightwire Theater rings a bell, maybe because you saw them on the ever-popular show America's Got Talent. Ian, you guys were quarterfinalists, semifinalists?
Semifinalists.
Semifinalists on America's Got Talent, and we're fortunate enough to have you make a visit to the 4 states. Now, if you're not familiar with Lightwire Theater, Ian, coming into this interview, I was thinking, how would I describe it to somebody? Because I've seen you guys on TV, I've seen you guys on YouTube, and then I thought to myself, wait, I got one of the co-creators right here in front of me. What's your elevator speech as far as how you describe the show?
Yeah, well, after about 12 or 13 years, it's still a difficult speech because it's quite strange and unique. We're giant 16-foot birds, we're dinosaurs, we're worms, we're all kinds of strange things that are running around on the stage, telling full-length story, a mixture of dance, puppetry, and theater that you probably have not seen before. Now, luckily at this point, there's a ton of YouTube stuff, so everybody can actually get a glimpse of it, and that's usually how I describe it, is I hold up a phone and play a video of it because it's so different. You know,
as I was watching it, I feel like I was being transported into a different place and time, a different universe, and you're just taken aback by the talent and what you're able to show on screen there. What was the impetus to form this troupe and put this together?
Well, it all started, I was in New York City doing a Broadway show called Moving Out, Billy Joel and Twyla Tharp. And a fellow performer brought me this stuff. It's called L-Wire, electroluminescent wire. And then mostly it's on, party hats for kids and things like this. But we have taken it and created all kinds of characters out of it. It's quite different than LEDs because it's not a bunch of dots. So when a dinosaur is running around on the stage, you actually can sort of believe it's a dinosaur. So that's where it kind of all started.
And that was my point there. You honestly feel like you're at a different point in the universe when I'm watching you perform here. And I think the other really interesting thing is I was reading on your website there, like you said, this is not like LEDs, but you use common everyday items to put this show together.
Yeah, well, we're not Disney, so it's not like we can throw carbon fiber, animals at everything and spend millions and millions of dollars. So really, it all started very mom and pop. I mean, there's a ton of zip ties, a ton of duct tape, recycled election signs, when you see those all over the place after elections, we gather them up and we make stuff out of them. So, and what's fun is at the end of each show, when the lights turn on, we get to show a little bit of how all that's put together at the end. And, the kids are amazed and the parents are, they want to know how it's done, so it's a lot of fun.
If you want to find more information about the Lightwire Theater Troupe, where do I go?
Lightwiretheater.com, man. Visual. Go see all that stuff and go to the Bolus website as well.
And folks, it truly is a show you're not going to want to miss. Tickets available on the Bolus website. Ian, safe travels to you, and we look forward to having you in studio at some point soon, if that's all right.
Copy that. Thanks, brother.
Hey, enjoy the Big Easy, my man. We'll be back with more KOAM Morning News for you right after this.